Imagine sitting comfortably on a routine flight, when suddenly, a deafening explosion tears through the aircraft. The cabin shakes, the floor beneath you collapses, and the pilots are fighting desperately just to keep the plane in the sky. This isn't a movie scene. It's the terrifying reality of American Airlines Flight 96, the near disaster that exposed a deadly design flaw in modern aviation. It was June 12, 1972. American Airlines Flight 96, a McDonnell Douglas DC-10, was scheduled to fly from Los Angeles to New York, with a stopover in Detroit. On board were 67 passengers and 11 crew members. The flight took off smoothly from Detroit Metropolitan Airport, climbing into the clear skies above Michigan. But just moments after reaching 12,000 feet, disaster struck. Without warning, the rear cargo door of the DC-10 suddenly blew off. The rapid decompression was violent. A huge section of the cabin floor collapsed, severing critical control cables. Passengers gasped for air as wind roared through the cabin. In the cockpit, the pilots realized they were losing control of the aircraft. The controls felt jammed, the plane shuddered violently, and the crew was fighting for survival. Captain Bryce McCormick and his crew knew they had only seconds to act. With the control cables damaged, steering was almost impossible. But through incredible skill and calm under pressure, McCormick used differential thrust, adjusting the power of the engines to guide the crippled aircraft. The DC-10 was barely holding together, but the pilots refused to give up. Despite the chaos and the near-total loss of flight controls, Captain McCormick managed to turn the aircraft back toward Detroit. Passengers braced for the worst as the plane lined up with the runway. With extraordinary precision, the crew brought Flight 96 down for an emergency landing. The aircraft slammed onto the runway, but against all odds, it stayed intact. In a moment that could only be described as miraculous, every single passenger and crew member survived. The investigation revealed a chilling truth. The DC-10's cargo door had a serious design flaw in its locking mechanism. Engineers had warned about it before, but the warnings went largely ignored. Flight 96 was not just a near disaster, it was a warning of what was to come. American Airlines Flight 96 is remembered as a miracle in the skies, a story of extraordinary skill and calm under unimaginable pressure. But it is also remembered as a lesson, a warning ignored. The survival of those 78 souls should have been enough to spark urgent change. Instead, it took hundreds of lost lives to finally correct a flaw that should never have been overlooked. Flight 96 may have landed safely, but its legacy will forever remind us that in aviation, one small oversight can carry unimaginable consequences. This was the day a plane nearly fell from the sky, and a tragedy that the world should have prevented. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Skyline Tragedies, your destination for real-life aviation mysteries and forgotten stories of the sky. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our next investigation.